Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thank you for tuning. Check out your boy, P1 Thinking Right, out here on my deck doing what I do for you in the dark on my YouTube channel. I'm back. All right, this morning, right here in 25 Rules to Live By. Storytelling, story with a message in the story for life. These are life lessons. Hope you're learning them. First of all, we got to do mission statement. It states, right mission, right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. The question, do you know you? Let's find out. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. I can teach them. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. I'll avoid them. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. That would be me. Follow him. All these persons reside in you, and to my eye, be true. That's keeping balance in your life. Take it from Mr. Right. It's important. This morning, got a good one for you. It's for my dude. Let's go. Right thinkers, let's talk about the Akashic records. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know about the Akashic records. I tapped into mine years ago. Okay, they call it the Akashic records. We call it ISIS, intuitive knowledge. Let's talk about it. Having knowledge of things you didn't study for is Akashic records. When I go into meditative states, I see things, I vision, ain't nowhere in the world. I would try to keep track of all that, but some of it is pertinent, some of it is important, some of it I keep, some of it I just dispense. I don't even, pay no attention. But you have access to unlimited information of yourself. Why? Your memory. Your body's full of memory. Okay? Your spirit full of memory. Okay? Every now and then it creeps out. Our brain is like a receiver. When you open the pineal gland, when you activate your third eye, you're starting to download information. I've been getting information for years that I didn't read a book about, I didn't study about, but I know about it. That's the Akashic Records. We all have it. You just don't pay attention to it, okay? Some people call it the sixth sense. Hello, clairvoyance, you know, prophecy, all that nonsense. All it is how your brain is wired, how the game is played. Information is pertinent and it's out there, unlimited. Our dreams are like the Akashic Records. You're downloading intuitive information that you already had that you didn't really pay attention to or know that was there. That's my students, the 80% subconsciousness that that's there. That's the Akashic Records. If you can tap into that, you have information. You have unlimited information access. That's what that means. That's all it means. Everyone who had visions was experienced the Akashic effect. We call it ISIS. The Indians call it meditation. Okay? All it is letting the mind do what the mind do. When it's wired, when it's trained, and it's done right, you will have access to that next level, that realm that we don't travel too well. Why? Those who have insight know about that realm. Yours truly been there, astral planing, lucid dreaming. All these are mind games that the Egyptians know about that we're just starting to find out about now. So I'm not impressed. Okay? Next one. Self knowledge, which is intuition, which is represented by Isis. We know that. Comes from within. Nothing you have comes from outside of you. That makes sense? I hope it do. Some of us it do. All right. Having knowledge of self will open up the Akashic download information that people get it. They freak out. When I first got awakened, I freaked out. Yeah. Yeah. Because stuff happens that you don't control. Stuff going that you didn't control it. Once you understand it, once you get control of it, oh, you become a bad man. You're truly. All right, watch this. Knowing God is having access to your Akashic records. They call it knowing God. I call it spiritual enlightenment, nihas, whatever it is. But that's information that you will be receiving every time you close your eyes and go into that meditative state. And if you can train yourself, you can go into that state whenever you want. I can. I have a lot of understanding. Excuse me. I have a lot of unstudied knowledge, meaning when I go to meditation, I get information that I didn't have prior. Didn't study for it, didn't know about it, but it's there. That's the Akashic records that you tap into. Trust me. When your heart and mind works together, it's called heart-mind coherence. That's where the Akashic records lie. That's what they tell you. It's to wake up. That's what they tell you enlightenment. That's what they tell you spiritual knowledge. I call it God consciousness. Knowing who you are, the creed, know thyself. That brings into light everything you do. Trust me. Akashic knowledge is having God consciousness. That's all it is. But they call it what they call it now, the Akashic records. Ooh. It's just downloaded information that you have, that you're privy to, if you can tap into it. Modern man done figured that out. He have classes, he have courses where they do just that. Teach you how to rapidly download information that you didn't get from a machine or a computer. You have it already inside you. He gave us everything we needed at birth. Remember, he's the all infinite knowledge. He knows all. He has consciousness of everything. No accidents. Okay? Understand that. Here you go. Now, spiritual knowledge is Akashic knowledge. So I've been pumping Akashic knowledge for the last 5 years. Akashic knowledge is just spiritual knowledge that's called Akashic by the scholars. Ancients called it spiritual knowledge. I've been doing this for a while. It ain't nothing new. Akashic knowledge is God consciousness, having knowledge of all things without having to study for them. You think about it, and the answer will come to you. Sped in college, all right? I live right daily, right? I receive knowledge while I'm asleep, while I'm meditative state. Even sometimes when I'm awake, things come across my mind. So the Akashic records can be, accessed by those who know how to use their brain, who know how to exercise their minds to the next level. That's all. All right. I'm not a saint, right? With a book knowledge. Excuse me. I'm not smart with book knowledge. Excuse me. But I'm a genius with Akashic knowledge. Why? I have knowledge of self. Woosah. Having knowledge of self is another word for having Akashic record knowledge. I have access to Akashic records, meaning I got access to unlimited information. As for a teacher, that's perfect for me. But if you don't know what's going on with your mind, if you opening up that third eye and all of a sudden things are going crazy, because that's what happens. If you ain't aware of it, you're going to have some issues. Find somebody who know, and they explain it to you. They break it down for you. Trust me. All right. God, aka spiritual knowledge, is all knowing, aka Akashic. Trust me. Akashic knowledge you can't get from the books. It's inside of you. It's called intuitive knowledge. That's what the ancients called it. Modern man called